Hey guys, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Joy here. I'll be doing a fragrance review on a house I never tried before, I never reviewed before, and this is the very first time I actually tried it. I've been having this for about a week or so, and I have few disclaimers. So first of all, the house is called Alexandria Fragrances. You guys, if you're in the fragrance community for some time, you guys know this dude. He is very busy guy, and he has been creating a lot of fragrances. He has his website, and he is based, I think, in States and UK at the same time. And this dude, his name is Hany Hafez. So, salam alaikum, brother. How are you doing? So, the disclaimer I really want to make, which is a special one, is this fragrance I did not purchase it in my almost 3 years of fragrance reviewing journey. For the very first time I have actually received a bottle for me to try and review. So it's sort of a gift, and I take any gift. It's very close to my heart. So thank you so much, brother Hany Hafez, first of all, for sending me this fragrance. It's called Hafez 1984, as you can see from the video title. It's also handwritten here. I don't know if Hany signed it or it's signed by the company. I'm not sure, but it's called Hafez 1984. So basically, this is a special one for another reason, because this is his special creation. When Hugo Boss say the scent, so they put the big name in there, which is the scent of Hugo Boss. So this, I think, it's his a statement in his whole fragrance creation, right? So I'll talk about that. And I have received a 30 ml bottle, beautiful bottle. And the juice, I used it few days, and I'm gonna share my experience with you. So the disclaimer is, even though I received it from brother Hany, it's also sent to me from India actually. So brother Pranay Agarwal, thank you so much, brother, for taking all the trouble to send it to me, and also my dear brother Vishal Singh. Both of them, excuse me, actually facilitated the process. So all three of you, brother Hany, brother Pranay Agarwal, and Vishal Singh, thank you so much for this wonderful fragrance. I just got a call one day and I went and collected it. So it's an honor, first of all. Second thing is, this fragrance, actually, I'm going to give my honest opinion. Even though it's a gift, I'm not going to be biased towards it, or either way, negative or positive. I'm going to keep it strictly from my fragrance reviewing concept, right? Like what I do, I'm going to do the same thing here. No unfair treatment or bias, right? So I hope it's okay with all of you people, especially Hany. So hopefully, this fragrance actually is quite popular. I just noticed I watched quite a lot of reviews. Okay, I watched brother Joshua, who's my favorite person in the fragrance community. We are brothers for a long time. How are you doing, brother? All about fragrances. And also a few other guys, I think. I was just watching just a while ago. So basically, if you have seen recently, Jeremy also was with Hany Hafez, and he's gifted him this fragrance, and Jeremy liked it. So this must be special. Is it special? Let's look into it. Okay, so let's go one by one. First of all, you guys know about these are kind of like fragrances. People sometimes are halfway, like Dua fragrances, Alexandria fragrances. Consumers out there, they're thinking, is it a clone of something expensive niche or a designer? Is it worth the price tag? Excuse me. Is it, if you convert it to 100 ml, is it like a good value for your money as an alternative? So those questions I will also tackle, because we have to be fair, right? Another thing I'm gonna say, how good this actually is, longevity and everything, bottle, everything. I'll cover everything. Okay. So these fragrances, they come in 30 and 60 ml. If you're in Bangladesh, happen to be in Bangladesh, USB page is official distributor. Right now they're taking orders. I'm planning to actually order quite a few samples. I want to try. I'll let you know which one those are. And you can get a full presentation box and bottle from USB page, UK shopping from Bangladesh, sample or full bottle. So it comes in a packaging like this. It also comes in 60 ml, I believe. It's all the information here, and it opens from here. The bottle stays sort of like a nice coffin. It's very niche sort of presentation. And Hany wrote like, we turn emotions into fragrances, Alexandria fragrances. So if you do not know, Alexandria is a city in Egypt. So we'll see. I'm really sorry, the antibiotics is just in the last stage. It's going to take some time to go away, that disturbance in the voice. So here's the bottle. You recognize these bottles because you have seen it, must have seen it a lot. Okay, it's been used a lot in the fragrance community. It's a very good quality bottle. At the side, the ingredients are written. Ingredients are woody, aromatic, sweet, and patchouli. and it is perfume extract concentration, so it's very heavily thick concentration. Okay, juice color is kind of like yellowish tobacco. Something, this bottle looks kind of like, to me, if I compare next to my Aramis, it's like a little brother of Aramis, right? Classy looking juice, classy looking bottle. So it's kind of on the taller side with the atomizers. So this one, the cap, it's a snug fit. It doesn't click onto place, but it goes down a long way, like this or so. So you can really be very confident picking up these bottles, no worry. And here, I think the bottom, it says the batch number 32. I'm not sure about that. Do not quote me on that. Let's spray this. Tall sprayer. So that, here's the thing. This is a very powerful fragrance. And if I talk about powerful fragrances at this about 5:45 in the morning, early morning, it's not that cold. Oh man, it's strong. Is it a good idea to spray this? Perhaps not, because this is gonna last a long time on me. But I'm gonna spray this on my skin to show the respect to brother Hany Hafez, because I love this fragrance. I don't want to waste the juice. Here it goes. Let's look at the sprayer. Sprayer is good. Okay, it gives out nice enough mist for the concentration. You do not need so many sprays of this, guys, trust me. Okay, so let's talk about the performance on this bad boy. I'm gonna call this a bad boy. This fragrance is a cold weather fragrance, in my humble opinion, because this is thick, this is dense, this is heavy hitter. And this one actually, kind of, I'm gonna just say it out there, it's an original creation, but I find a lot of similarity with Tobacco Vanille with this. And you guys know Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille is not one of my favorite fragrances, right? So is this gonna be one of those fragrances I do not like? No, it's a different story. Tobacco Vanille, for me, from Tom Ford, it's a great fragrance, quality wise, top notch. Many people love it, that the vanilla in there, the tobacco, how it's mixed is kind of like a boozy, kind of like a dreamy kind of tobacco, unisex. People love that. For me, it makes me sick and nauseous, because when I sniff it, it's just too heavy, too thick for my liking. The vanilla, it comes out too much in our weathers. Even in the winters, I cannot quite get it. But this fragrance right here, when I sprayed it, it has that tobacco, and I do not know, I get vanilla, I get a little bit booze, and it reminds me kind of like pure Havana, pure malt from time to time, but it's not the same smell as those. Also Tobacco Vanille, definitely. And also Atkinson's, there's a fragrance from Niche House Atkinson's, I think, Odd Fellows Bouquet. Okay, that is very known to be very syrupy, sweet version of Tobacco Vanille, very close to that. So this reminds me of all those. And I don't know, sweet tobacco sprays, there's a fragrance, right? I never tried it, but I believe this one falls into tobacco fragrance category. Many reviewers said they did not get the tobacco. I get the tobacco right there. Is it a pipe tobacco? I don't know, but it's sweet. It's sweet like crazy. It's sweet like chocolate. And it literally, it actually does remind you of kind of like Landstand kind of like a chocolatey feel from there, but it's not that category. So it has a smell of its own. It's a beautiful creation. There is no synthetics. If you shake it, it's not so much bubble in there. So it says I understand the fragrance oil concentration in this. It's really good. So the price wise, I think 30 and 60 ml price, whatever I have seen in Bangladesh from USB page, when I convert it to 100 ml, I thought the price was very reasonable. It's not cheap, mind you. 30 ml is not gonna be as cheap as you think you are, but for the good quality, I have no problem paying. So I'm not gonna say all the fragrances from Alexandria I tried only the one. I wanna try Virgin and Water Clone from Creed, Royal Oud from Creed. I want to try Baccarat de Rouge 540, that clone, and few other fragrances from this house. Then after trying 5 or 6, then I'll give you opinion on the whole house. But so far, I think this one, he sent me the best one from the house already, because most of the reviewers said so. It's sweet, it comes at you, nothing of this fragrance makes you kind of sick. And I don't know, if you're not a fan of vanilla or tobacco, perhaps you can skip it, no problem. But this is for people who like heavy hitters. It's a thick fragrance. All you need is 1 to 2 sprays of this. Cold weather is gonna project, for me, total longevity I got every time I wore it, 8 to 9 hours in Bangladesh condition. It's not even winter, right? So the performance from this, I am very satisfied. It beats performance of many of my other fragrances, but I have longer lasting than this. Like, excuse me, if you talk about like Rassasi's La Yuquam, that's a Tuscan leather clone. Those fragrances are more beastly. Of course, they are Rassasi. Rassasi is known to be for beast. This is not far from it. But the projection is just right kind of projection. I don't have to keep my hand so close to me all the time to sniff it. My hand is away. I'm walking casually. the air hits me, the wind hits me, it comes to my nose. So I can detect it pretty well for 3 to 4 hours projection. So that kind of projection, we call it chumma. Sorry, just joking a little bit. Chumma means kiss, it's like chummeshwari, the Indian people would understand, relate here. So this is like a, I love the projection and the performance on this, no issue. To my nose, this could be unisex fragrance. I don't know if Hany, I didn't find out the information if he intended it for the unisex market, but I'm pretty sure women can definitely love wearing this because they love, Tom Ford loves playing with that tobacco, vanilla, those kind of notes, and they're pretty much all in unisex, platform. So this, I believe women can pull it off, but it has a masculinity about it. It reminds me of a guy with a big fat cigar, Cuban cigar, Havana cigar. And this guy actually is sweet at the same time. It's fruity. There's something fruity coming from it. It's the peach. I don't know, brother Hany can maybe let me know in inbox what he used, but obviously these are secret ingredients. But I detect fruity, tobacco, little bit spices, okay, vanilla. I get vanilla. If you don't get it, I'm sorry. It's just my nose. And the other thing is kind of like a boozy. It's like almost like a cognac, or it's not like pure malt whiskey kind, but it's kind of like more mature kind of a liquor, like booze. Okay, so it's definitely, you're holding your expensive scotch and you're smoking a cigar and you're wearing something like a suit, white shirt in there in a cold weather. This is kind of fragrance. I'm not trying to hype it up. I'm just saying how good this really is. This fragrance is gonna last, this 30 ml, it's gonna last me at least 2 to 3 years, because I'm not gonna be like able to shower in this stuff because I will die, I'll choke, because it's that strong. So if you like it strong, definitely check out this fragrance, and definitely check out House of Alexandria. Brother Hany Hafez, your creation, damn man, this guy, this dude is legit. It's on fire, and I would happy to pay. I would definitely buy fragrances from this house again, because the first step is always important. It's a good step. It's a great gift. It's a great introduction to the house, and I'm not disappointed at all. So even me being skeptical about value and everything, I'm saying this is a winner. Okay, check out the other reviews on this beautiful fragrance called Hafez 1984. I think that's the year he was born, and this is his signature. It's a signature basically in the house. So this is his special fragrance in the whole lineup, right? I'll definitely like to try some other creations which are more sweeter and more sexy kind. I like those, and maybe like something like a kind of like a mafia kind of smell. If he has those, I would like to try that. So in Bangladesh, USB page has this. I'll put the link below. You can try them, and if feel free to check out Hany Hafez's page, Alexandria Fragrances. Total winner here. Longevity, great, 10. Projection, I would say 9.5. Why not 10? Because that half, it's good, which is missing, because I don't want it to choke me. It doesn't choke me. I can detect it nicely, last on me nice, project nicely. It's just perfection. Smell, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful smell. I have no complaint. There's no harshness. There's nothing I dislike. Any notes like vetiver or something that is to mess it up. I just love this fragrance through and through. 10 for the smell. And yeah, it sounds kind of like shady, right? He got it for a gift and he's giving it 10. You can take it as you want to, but if you sample it, you'll know my words will match those points that I'm giving it. Perfection, 10. First fragrance, it's a hit for me. And definitely this fragrance will make waves. Alexandria Fragrances, Hafez 1984, a must try. But be careful if you do not like, again, vanilla and tobacco or booze or sweet fragrances, strong fragrances. Perhaps this is not your juice. That's the only thing I can think of. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching and thanks for supporting. Hopefully I get my voice back soon and I'll be back in full mojo. Have a very nice day. Bye-bye.